And then, and then of course having the experience, and then again, the things that we are doing on this, and a lot of our work is with small businesses and startups. So and I know also that also a huge chunk of your business is also with small businesses and startups. So how is business performance management relevant for them, and maybe highlighting for them, the both groups separately, what are important aspects they should think of while driving that bus? Is it a startup or a small business?
Yeah, it's very impolite to answer a question with another question, but I have to. How can it not be? I mean, let's recap. We were talking about resource management. And with a
Mm-hmm.
small business, resources are really limited, much more limited with growing and big organizations. So, especially as a small business, I think it's paramount to actually have your resources in view. It's paramount to have a guideline that tells you this is where you can spend money. This is where we set out to spend money to reach a goal in sales, or even soft facts. Doesn't always have to be sales. Any other soft fact is the same. If I want to reach out to 1 million people, that goes into impact business, which what we also do more and more often. If I want to reach out to 100 million people, I need the resources to do exactly that. So it's not only about profit. But with small
Mm-hmm.
businesses, to be frank, it's more often than not, it's about survival. I mean, it's not the romantic, constant growth story, or disrupting an industry story. Small businesses, especially since March, we have a lot of recovery cases on our desks. Especially since March, it's about surviving. And surviving
Mm-hmm.
means that you simply spend less than you have, or spend less than you earn. That's a very simple thing. You don't even have to study economics for that. Just you can only spend what you have. And to me, this is where it makes it so important for small businesses. As long as you don't over-engineer, you see. I mean, I see where the question comes from. You shall not over-engineer it. I'm totally with you on that. Keep it simple, keep it straight. And to me,
Mm-hmm.
there is one secret weapon for small businesses. It's the one secret weapon that everybody should apply, and it's called common sense. And I understood that most of small businesses do have, or small entrepreneurs, they have this gift of common sense. So the idea of now applying business performance management, or whatever fancy name you give to it, to small businesses is not to over-engineer it. It is
Mm-hmm.
to aid with tools to make it easier, and to help answering to the dynamic environment. Because if you struggle with your spreadsheet to set it up once, and then something is changing and you want to react, you want to rearrange your budgets, and you have to sit down for 5 hours to work that spreadsheet that gives you headache, I can guarantee you nobody's doing that. So again, us as service providers for business performance management, planning, evaluation, monitoring, you name it, we want every small business to have their numbers in the palm of their hands. It doesn't have to be complicated. It's just know your game, know your numbers, keep it simple, keep it dynamic, but do it. You're gonna have to know where you're standing. You must know how much money is left. You must know how you say, away you are from your plans. Small business, even more than big organizations, to my personal opinion. And
Mm-hmm.
just let me emphasize on that one more time. A big organization might have the resources that allow mistakes. A small
Mm-hmm.
business simply doesn't have no resources that allows mistake. You make a mistake, it might be your last, end of story. And for this, to me, it's very important for small business.